These plays are going to give you two unique ways to stretch the defense vertically and attack your opponent in ways they are not used to seeing. The first play is going to be PA comeback flood out of the formation pistol full house base. This play is going to be a totally unique way of attacking the defense up the seams and basically has to be user guard. The second play is going to be Ravens curl wheel, also out of pistol full house base. This play does a great job of getting behind flat defenders along the sidelines for huge plays down the field in a way people are not used to seeing. Now these plays are going to do a great job of working off of each other because both of them are going to have the same motion on the play, and they're really going to attack the opposite sides of the field, with comeback flood attacking the wide side and Ravens curl wheel attacking the short side of the field. Now for this video, we'll be continuing my Baltimore Ravens Lamar Jackson inspired pistol offense out of the Ravens playbook. Now, I already have a ton of great stuff out for this pistol offense, so I'll leave a link in the description with the playlist for the whole scheme if you want to check any of that out after this video. Now in this full house formation, we are going to have some dominant runs that are going to pair great with the passes that we are going over today. Now these runs do a great job of attacking the middle of the defense while also putting a ton of pressure on the edges of the defense, and you can break some huge runs to the outside. Now I broke down both of these runs on my website Scheme Kings, and they will be live on the site right now, along with a ton of other things to unlock this pistol offense and take it to the next level. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to Scheme Kings down in the description. All right, so we're going to go over the adjustments for PA comeback flood first. Now for this play, we always want our comeback wide receiver on the wide side of the field. Then we want to take that same comeback player and we want to put him on a streak and motion him in. That is it, guys. One adjustment, one motion. Super easy setup. Let's go take a look at the game plan. I'll show you how effective this play is. All right, so for this play, like I said, we always want our comeback here to the wide side of the field. We want to put him on a streak, motion him in. Super easy setup, guys, and I absolutely love this play. Now our first read is going to be this fullback right here going on this vertical seam route. Now I have not really seen anybody trying to attack the seams with a vertical route from the fullback, but I found it in this formation. I'm sure other people have, but this is the first time I've really seen it, and it absolutely wrecks. You're gonna see here, this route basically has to be user guarded, and really the reason we want to motion this player in, we're gonna snap the ball right here. So we're gonna do a little play action fake right here, and we're gonna see this player is gonna go up the seam. He's not gonna get jammed. He's gonna go totally free. But you're gonna see the player we motioned in and put on a streak, he is actually gonna take these deep blue defenders and just push them back. Both of them are gonna get forced back there. So now for this route, all we have to do is really key in on the user. If the user doesn't totally commit to running with this player down the field, we can just fire this in. So let's pay attention here. It's cover three, two corners out here, middle post safety. We see the user's 2 to 3 yards behind. Then he comes down. Users are not used to covering seam balls from fullback, so he doesn't carry that player all the way down the field, and we're just gonna throw that in front of the safety. You can rack catch it. That's a little dangerous, but usually I'm just gonna possession catch that, get down, and that's like a 30-yard gain up the seam. So the last one was cover three. Now we're gonna look at cover two here, guys, and it's gonna work the same way. But look at here, 4th and 1. So he's going to be playing hard flats here. You're going to see he's really playing everybody short, close to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 1, he doesn't want to give me any quick hitters, which makes sense. We look here, hard flats on the field, and he has 2 deep safeties. So here's 1 deep safety, 2 deep safeties. Here's our streak we motioned in. This is going to pull that deep blue defender back. And once again, if the user doesn't ride this player all the way down the field, we're just going to fire that in. And the other reason this is nice is because we have this backside dig that's going to come into the user's field of view, and it's going to make him really pick one or the other. Right here, he sits on this dig route. People, once again, are just not used to having to cover that route, and we are just going to fire that in. Now, as far as the pass lead, I like to keep that away from the safety. So a lot of the times, unless the user's right there, I'll actually pull back on the stick. I want to really almost underthrow it, just drop it into that hole, possession catch it, and just get a huge 30-40 yard gain down the seam. Okay, here we're running it again. Now this is 3rd and 1 this time, so kind of a similar situation to the last one. And right here, what are we doing? We're keying in on the user. So he comes down on the play action. It's 3rd and 1. He has to be careful of that. Also have a nice play action holding those linebackers, let this player get up the seam quicker. And then right here, look at him ride that seam. So he's totally committed to taking that away. So what do we have just coming in right behind him? We have that dig route. So 3rd and 1, he commits to taking the seam, fire in that dig route underneath, just wait for the user to leave the middle of the field, fire that in for our second read. That is just make the user pick and choose and go to the other one. Okay, then our third read on this play, guys, is just going to be this the fullback out of the backfield. So I like this as well because we're play action, get this guy going to the flats right away. And if we see everyone dropping back like this, we see the user totally getting back. He'd seen me really attacking deep down the field with this formation. We have a 1-play touchdown coming up as well that he has to be wary of when we do those motions. So a ton of pressure getting put deep. So if he has everyone dropping back, fire it into this player underneath, truck stick, get, a nice 7-8 yards on the play as our third read. Okay, now let's look at the adjustments for Raven curl wheel. So for this play, it's a mirrored concept, so you can kind of have it starting on either side. So the first adjustment we want to do, we want to take the receiver on the wide side of the field and we want to motion him in. Then we're going to take the fullback on the wide side of the field and we're going to put him on an out route towards the short side of the field. So we want him going towards the short side. Then take the short side wide receiver and put him on a streak. Now you can get away with just running it this way, guys, but the fourth adjustment, it is optional. You can also block the tailback just for extra time in the pocket. I will usually do this, but you don't have to. Okay, let's go look at the game plan. I'll show you how great this play is also. Okay, now for our Ravens curl, this is going to be the same motion, guys. So we're going to take that wide side player, motion him in. Now, if you think of the last play, we had play action going this way. It was a seam. So we're really attacking the wide side of the field. Now we're attacking the short side of the field. That's why I really wanted to pair these plays together. They just complement each other so well. So now our first read is going to be this fullback out of the backfield. Same thing, but he's going to be going on a wheel up the sideline here, guys. And I love these routes. If you followed my channel for a while, you know I love these like fullback vertical wheel routes. You can really just mess with these flat defenders and find ways to hold them down. So watch this. This flat defender, this isn't a hard flat. We see he's settling at about 10 yards here, and he is not going to carry this wheel up the field. Certain wheels, guys will just let him run by. We're just going to wait till he runs by. He's just going to let him go, and look at how much green grass there is, guys. This player here is just going to run that player off and just throw that wheel in behind him. I like to rack catch here, make a guy miss, almost spin out. We get like a 45-yard gain inside the 5-yard line. Okay, one more time. This is going to look very similar, guys. Exact same thing. Look for this player out of the backfield. Watch this player. This isn't a hard flat. Right here, he's settling at 15 yards there. Then he takes 1 or 2 steps with that player. Then he lets him go. He sees this player here, comes down to it, and that is going to be wide open. So when you see that, fire it in. Try and make a guy miss. We get hit there, but another 35, 40-yard gain down the field. Okay, then our checkdowns on this play, guys, we really have 2 I like. We have the running back and we have this backside curl. So right here, snap the ball once again. So here we get a heavy blitz. We also see the flat defender dropping back. So if we see the flat defender, everyone dropping back, guys, we can also just throw this fullback to the flats right away. Here it's my tight end, but throw it right away, truck stick, make a guy miss. We gain 15 yards just because everyone drops back. Okay, then last but not least is this curl route in the middle of the field. I really love this route, guys. It gets to such a great area, and you got to think with these plays, we're just putting so much pressure on the user to cover wheels, cover seam routes. If he leaves the middle of the field, we always want something to make him pay, and that's also just going to hold him longer in the middle of the field so we can hit stuff deeper down the field. It all is just going to kind of work in unison. So right here, watch your user on this play. Look at the flow. We have 3 receivers. We have this player to the flats. We have this player going here. We have a wheel up the sideline. We have a clear out route. So everything is making the user flow to the short side of the field. So when he overcommits there, look at our hitch just sitting there. This is 3rd and 3. We don't have to wait for this wheel to come open down the field. 3rd and 3, get it out of our hands to that curl route. Got to be careful. The user was getting close there, but we noticed it before him. Fire it in, rack catch, 3rd and 3. We pick up like 15 yards with our 3rd read. Now these plays are going to do a great job of attacking down the field in a unique way. But if you want to check out how to have the most creative, explosive run game in Madden, you need to watch this video right here.